Hello again. This is part two of the information is America Babylon. Okay. Now I want to recap on part one, and I'm going to start at Revelation chapter 17, verse 4, because I missed a few key details. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Okay, now let's see what the golden cup is. Okay, now the golden cup. Now remember, this is revealed to John. And realize that in dreams or visions, every detail or every mundane detail in a vision is not captured in real life or in this world. But if you look at far away, like usually how dreams are, they seem like they're kind of far or distance, like a cup, a golden cup. Okay. I just wanted to bring that out too. And, we covered in part one, which we were speaking about the 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay. The 7 points on the crown of the Statue of Liberty points to each continent. Okay. And it represents the continents as well. Okay. Now we're going to cover where the platform, which is the 10 kings, which is your 10 horns. Okay. We're going to read verse 12 of Revelations chapter 17. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Okay. Now I have some information about these 10 kings. Okay. All right, now let me get it. We have South Asia. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read through these countries. South Asia, Southeast Asia, Western Asia. We have Russia, we have France. Both are European countries. I mean, from Europe. Africa, North America, South America, East Asia, and Australia. Okay. These are where the 10 kings will reign, because we have 10 world leaders now. All right. And let me go and read South Asia. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Southeast Asia, Suliso Bambang. Western Asia, which is Saudi Arabia, the King Abdullah. You have Russia. Okay, the president is Dmitry Medvedev. Okay, then you have France, President Nicolas Sarkozy. Africa, the president Jacob Zuma. Okay, then you have Prime Minister Stephen Harper in Canada. North America, you have Mexico, Felipe Calderon. All right. And then you have President Barack Obama in the North American, of course. And then you have in South America, Argentina, President Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner. Okay. Then you have the president of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Then you have China, President Hu Jintao. East Asia, Prime Minister Naoto Kan. President in South Asia is Lee. And then you have Australia, Prime Minister Julio Gillard. Okay, so I first mentioned each area of where the king will, each horn per se. Okay. Let's read verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Let me show you a picture of where the horse sitteth, of waters. And we understand that it's already talking about the Statue of Liberty. And if you see an overview of the picture, you can actually see the the waters that she sitteth. And then, of course, you can see their platform, which is the 10 horns. And on top of her is the 7 heads and 10 horns. All right. Then it says, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So ask yourself this: how many peoples and multitudes and nations of tongues are in America? You have every nationality of people in the United States, all combined together in America. And you can't refute that. And then you got to realize you can't refute the fact that when the Bible says the name that was written in her forehead was Mystery Babylon the Great, right? Now we understand by looking at this, there are 25 windows, and the 25 windows leads to a name or a title, meaning United Nations headquarters. And we know where the UN is in New York. That's where the New World Order and everything else, people will hear that and say, well, you're a conspiracy theorist. Well, read the word and you'll find out that a lot of us that know this information, we're following the word, period. Okay. Verse 17, for God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. Excuse me, let me go to verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. So the 10 horns, those 10 horns, those 10 kings, going to come against this place. Okay. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. If you don't want to believe that America is in the Bible, then just think that you're just doubting yourself, or just basically trying to rationalize your subconscious thinking, because once you read through the scriptures, you can clearly see that it is. It is. And some people will read, and let me go to Isaiah chapter 50. Is it Isaiah? Excuse me. Jeremiah chapter 50, where it speaks about the desolation of Babylon. Let's go to verse Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. That means every missile, because arrow nowadays is your modern day missiles. None shall return in vain. And then I hear people say, well, it's not talking about, how what land, what people or nation is going to come against us in the northern. Is it Canada? It's not talking about Canada. It's talking about Europe, Russia, North Korea, and South Korea. These are the nations going to come against these countries. These countries are going to come against the United States. Just thinking of it like this. You got to understand something. When you ride down the roads, your main interstates, and even some of the small ones now, the small interstate roads, you'll see report suspicious activities all throughout your 95, your 495s, your 295s. You'll see these signs. It's just like this. Let's say I'm your little brother and you're the big brother, right? And you go outside, and let's say you're the owner of the house that I live in, and you go outside and you start making enemies with everybody outside and start doing bad to others. And then all of a sudden you come back to me and say, hey man, if somebody call, just let me know, and write down the number, get the description of who it was, because you know what I'm saying, I just want to keep us safe. Why all of a sudden that you so suspicious? And so you got to realize something. America know. They know they're in debt. They know that they've done wrong. It is what it is. It's Bible prophecy. They're eagles. What do eagles do? Devour. I have to put it to you straight. That's what they do. Okay? Who exalt themselves as an eagle. This in Obadiah chapter 1. These scriptures are here. People say, well, it's talking about Rome. Okay, well, first of all, it's talking about Europe. Yeah, it is talking about Europe. But who founded America? European countries, Great Britain, France, and Spain. People, we have to do our research. You have to do your world history to understand Bible prophecies. Rome, it doesn't matter. Holy Rome. That is a double-headed eagle, okay? They're one and the same. All right. So I went through the information. Sure, I probably touch on some people's toes, but the Bible is true. And again, I like to put up information that is sound, and hopefully, like I said, I'm still 98% sure, because there's some more things that I'm researching to really put the nail in the coffin to make sure that America is Babylon. So again, this is my life, and I'll be doing it for the rest of it. Love you all, and see you all soon with other videos.